Hey, this is Zachlog the Great. There is an idea common among Christians today that we're all sinners and sin is sin, so we really shouldn't judge others or place some sins, or sinners, as worse than others. I think this idea is mistaken, and dangerously so. I have to admit, there is an argument for this from Scripture. James 2:10 says, "Someone who breaks God's law at just one point is guilty of breaking the whole." In Mark 10:18, when someone addresses him as "good teacher," Jesus replies that God alone is good. So that settles it, right? We're all sinners and no better or worse than anyone else, and so we shouldn't judge. Or maybe not. Yes, you can cherry pick that message from the Bible. But there's a lot more than that, too. For instance, Jesus himself contrasts good and evil men, Matthew 12:35, and talks about greater and lesser sins, John 19:11. And throughout the Bible, you will find descriptions of the good man and the wicked man. And yes, these appear to contradict each other. There are two things going on here. First is the gap between us and God and our guilt before Him. As compared with Him, all of us are inexcusably wicked, and the best mere man, by his sins, merits hell as punishment. And yet, when you compare us with one another, there are better and worse men, more and less destructive sins. There are men who strive to live by God's commands, and to some degree fail, and men who deliberately spit in God's face. And the first type of man we call good, and the second wicked. And it is not unchristian or judgmental to talk this way. Jesus himself did. And if we insist on this lie of spiritual equality, we end up with absurdities like claiming that stealing a candy bar from the grocery store holds the same weight as murdering a man. Yes, both are damnable. If not repented of, both would destroy you. But they do not have the same consequences here, and we all know this. Equality. The idea that all of us are basically the same and should be treated the same is not from the Bible nor from Christian tradition. If you diligently searched the scriptures, you would not find it there, although you might be able to find bits you can distort to look like they say that. Equality is a modernist heresy, and Christians and Christian churches should reject it entirely. So yes, it is Christian to say that sodomy is not the same as simple fornication, and is worse. It is Christian to say that a man who works hard to take care of his wife and family is a better man than a deadbeat dad who barely works and provides nothing for his children. Yes, all of us have sinned. Yes, all of us are desperately in need of God's mercy and redemption through Christ's blood. But we are not the same. And we should honor the good man and deplore the wicked. God be with you.